This is a big one, Jets fans, and for more reasons than you think. What's happening, everybody? This is GreenBean here late at night, all psyched up, can't possibly sleep, just brimming with extra energy because this was a huge day in New York Jets history. Numerous things that we've never done before happened tonight, all compressed into one little thing they call the NFL award ceremony. Guys, if you don't know what happened, I'm going to tell you. But even if you do know, we're going to talk about it and paint little pictures on why it's such an incredibly big deal. Guys, we swept this thing. We swept. The New York Jets came into the NFL award ceremony. Joe Namath was sitting there, smug as a bug in a rug. He knew. This is our night, baby. This is the sign of the times changing. We walked in that place. We came away with Defensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Only the third time in NFL history that that's ever happened. In 2017, the Saints did it with Alvin Kamara and Marshawn Lattimore. And then the last time before that was way back 50 years earlier in 1967. Or is that 60 years? I can't count. 50 or 60 years earlier, 1967 was the last time. This is only the third time in NFL history that that's happened, and it's us. It's the Jets. Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. I have to be honest, I was not sure if Garrett Wilson was going to win it. And we did see with their voting system, I'm not sure if you got a chance to catch this, Kenneth Walker actually got one more first place vote than Garrett Wilson. But Garrett Wilson got, numerous, just many more second and third place votes. So they all compile together, and it ends up that he got more points. So we got both of those awards locked down. The youth, the new guys, the next gen New York Jets. We got that on lock. But something else happened in conjunction with it. In the first time in a long time, I think the last one was Curtis Martin or Kevin Mawae, I forget which one was first. Kevin Mawae was a first ballot Hall of Famer, and rightfully so. And Curtis Martin was a first ballot Hall of Famer, and rightfully so. I think it was Mawae was the last one. We just saw one of our true greats, Darrelle Revis, become a first ballot Hall of Famer before our eyes. That was beautiful. We got to see that, but potentially bigger. Really, guys, we have been yelling and screaming about this one since the 1990s, man. He was completely overlooked because of the team that he was on. We were just a bad team. If he was on the Steelers or the Cowboys or the Redskins of the day, he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. All pro at 3 different positions. Nobody's ever done it. Nobody else has done it ever in NFL history. He's the only guy. Joe Klecko is the 2023 NFL senior candidate inductee to the Hall of Fame. So we get a first ballot Hall of Famer. We get our guy, our longtime guy that we've been yelling and screaming about for decades, into the Hall of Fame the same year that we sweep the Rookie of the Year awards. Guys, this is twofold. It speaks volumes about what's happening with the New York Jets. What does it mean? Well, let's start with the Young Bucks. Obviously, this is the first time we've ever done this. So it means that we have more talent, young talent coming in. Garrett Wilson said it this week when being asked about why Aaron Rodgers should come to the New York Jets. He said, because look at the influx of young talent. Look at us. Look at this group. Breece Hall, Michael Carter. You still got Elijah Moore. You still got Denzel Mims. You still got, DJ Reed. He's a vet, but he's 25 years old. Look at all these young guys. You got all this talent all over the field. So much so that they were labeled by the NFL the best young players that came into the league from the draft. So obviously it's a good sign moving forward. But in addition to that, guys, what is the old stuff? What do the old guys say? That Darrelle Revis is a first ballot Hall of Famer and Joe Klecko finally gets in. I will give a nod to Peter King, Gary Myers, and Howie Long. If it wasn't for them, it doesn't happen. Make no mistake. Thank you guys. You guys were the reason that it happened. Without question. And nobody listens to us. We've been yelling and screaming, hey, shut up, Jets fans. That's what they say to us. Gary Myers, Peter King, Howie Long. Those are the guys, those are the voices, the potency behind the argument to get Klecko in. But what it means, guys, is this. We are in the process of shedding the cloud. Look at the force that's against the New York Jets. There's a black cloud that has followed us for decades. I've been a Jets fan for 40 years, man. I have seen the craziest, most painful things that no other team's fan base has to deal with. Butt fumble alone. How about Geno Smith getting it? Our starting quarterback got his jaw broken in his own locker room. And then it goes on and on and on and on with this kind of crazy stuff. So you have a major force pushing against the New York Jets. You need a comparable force pushing through it to get past this thing. Klecko's in the hall. We shed it. We break this mold. First ballot Hall of Famer, Darrelle Revis, helping with the energy to break this mold. And then the young guys leading the charge into the future. Defensive and offensive rookie of the year. By the way, this is the first time we've ever had an offensive rookie of the year. Never. Joe Namath did it for the AFL. The Jets have never had an offensive rookie of the year until Garrett Wilson. And he did it with 4 quarterbacks with the most sporadically negative quarterback play in the NFL. We're just scratching the surface with this, guys. We swept the awards. It's the beginning. This is the beginning. We got to stop looking to fire people. Let's let them keep going. Look at it all. Look what's happening. We're seeing things we've never seen before. Do not let it slip by without appreciating it. Don't look for the negative. Don't find the one reason to complain. This is something no Jets fan has ever experienced in their life before. We saw it tonight. The entire NFL saw it tonight. Everybody's got to recognize tonight. This is our day. It's the kickoff to the offseason. We're going to get our quarterback in a couple weeks whenever it happens. It's going to happen. Believe we're going to get the guy we want. And we're going to move into the future, and we're going to start kicking some teeth in, and we're going to let the whole world know this is not the same old damn Jets. It's time for us to be great. It's our time, and tonight speaks volumes. Let me know what you think. Are you psyched? Are you finding the negative? Don't do it. Let me know in the comments. Let's have a nice, robust discussion about this one. I hope you're as excited as I am. I can't even believe it's real. These are good times, everybody. And with that all said, as always, go Jets.